Hey guys, welcome to Friends on Gatekeep. My name is Honey.
I'm Brianna, and then we have another guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Megan Claire. Thank you guys so much for having me on. This is absolutely precious.
Of course. So excited to have you on.
So Megan, for our first question, how did you get started in music?
Oh my gosh. Well, and I feel like every answer is gonna start with like, oh my gosh, and then I have to just buy time to think about it. Um, I I don't know. I did choir actually for many years. Like when I was in high school and middle school, and I taught myself piano kind of through that. But I didn't really get into the like singer-songwriter, like, oh, I'm writing my own music and not just like singing in my car for fun, thing until I was 20 and in college. And that kind of came about, quite frankly, because it was a time in my life that I was not in therapy and I did not have access to therapy, but oh dear God, should I have been in therapy?
That's so real. Oh my God. Okay. So what are some artists right now, bigger or smaller, that inspire your work?
Right now I am listening to so much Sleep Token.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I love Sleep Token. It's one of my like I feel like people don't necessarily guess it as like an inspiration up front for me, the like singer-songwriter like Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, Phoebe Bridgers, like the more expected ones. But I have been listening to so much Sleep Token that I feel like their lyric style is really influencing art as well as like I've been loving Imogen Heap, and
Yes.
Morissette.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
top three, I think, this year, influencing the new stuff, especially that I've been making.
Oh my gosh, I
Cool.
love that. So I know you're a teacher. So how is life like, or how is it for you, like balancing the teacher side and then the musician side?
I do find there's a lot of overlap, at least in like the general qualities they require. Like the toughest crowd is a room of 13-year-olds. So if I can like find a way to have fun with them, I can kind of do whatever at live shows. Like it's really fun because like it really is just a different way of like performing and engaging groups of people. Like that's why I like performing in the first place.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I find like a lot of the overlap in terms of like the sides of my personality that come out. But also just like getting to know that like something you are doing is like having a direct impact on people is like something I find very fulfilling and inspiring, and it's like why I even started sharing my music in the first place was because people online were like, "Whoa, you are writing things that are resonating with me." And I was like, "Holy shit. That's insane. Nobody in the world was ever supposed to hear this." But like, I guess if you're resonating with it, cool. Like, here's some music released. And I like teaching because I see that impact on my students like every time I work with them. So, yeah,
Oh.
it's just like doing things to like make an impact on people is cool.
That's so awesome. Oh.
Sorry, I just
Um,
cut my bangs and I keep like
no, they're so cute. I love them.
I know, I love it. I love the new hair
thank you.
and the piercing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Both were a little bit of an impulse decision, but that's like how you know that I'm in a really stable place in my life, actually.
Okay. I feel like it's usually the opposite.
People say that I'm like, no, I'm too much of an overthinker. I can only do impulsive things when I'm like so chill that I'm actually bored with my life.
That's good, I guess.
That's a question. I'll shut up. I have too many things.
It's okay. Okay,
Dedicated ADHD, so he's like on brand.
it's okay. Yes, I'm the same exact way. So okay, do you like Dutch Bros?
Oh, I love Dutch Bros.
Yes. Okay, what's your Dutch Bros order? What do you get?
I end up changing it every time, I feel like. However, I only go to Dutch Bros when I feel like a rebel because I think everything else on their menu is something that you could get for cheaper somewhere else.
Mhm.
And Rebels are the only like menu exclusive item that I can justify paying the prices that they charge for, as well as exclusively getting blended drinks because then I feel like I'm getting more product for my money.
Mhm.
Um,
Exactly.
of the blended Rebels, I'm a big fan of their seasonal ones just because it like feels like a special little treat, and then it's like, well shit, like this is something that I couldn't get all the time. I have to get it now and try it. Like the little notification goes off in my app. Oh, a new summer drink just dropped. And it's like, I guess I have go to Dutch Bros and try it now. So, but if it's not one of those, then I'll usually get like a Palm Beach blended rebel or a
Mm.
magic berry. Basically anything
Ooh.
that tastes like generic. Oh, also, however, their new sour shots.
I haven't tried yet. Wait, really?
uh,
Oh, I need to try.
Like it's really dangerous. It tastes like I'm drinking a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh, I really need to try that. Wow. Oh my God.
It's like I feel like I am drinking caffeine and it is having the same effect on me that Adderall should.
That's really bad.
Like so bad that I felt like a god.
Oh my gosh. I haven't had any Dutch Bros. I think I've tried it once, so I'm definitely gonna try everything you
Mhm.
just
No,
mentioned.
don't try it.
Don't
Don't.
try it?
It
And
gets addicting.
Okay.
day that I had my first Rebel when I was like 21, I think,
Hmm.
all downhill. I was like, God damn it, this is a really good thing that I waited this long in my life to have it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, I was gonna ask, so what do you hope to say you've accomplished by this time next year?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I think after graduating college, like, I tried to set long-term goals for myself, and then I realized I can't really set long-term goals for myself if I don't even really know what I want with my life still. Like I think this time last year I was very like I thought this time next year I was going to be living in LA and doing music like that, and then I tried that and I was like, actually this is not at all for me and not at all what I want with my life. So I guess by this time next year I would selfishly, when artists are like, it's not about the numbers, I would like to have more numbers, quite frankly,
Hmm.
because especially like being where I am to do music, that's kind of, it's a thing that matters. When I don't necessarily have a huge artist community where I am at the moment, to get the kinds of connections and opportunities that I would like to have within the next 2 years. By this time next year, I would like to have, bigger numbers on social media, quote unquote. But I hope to just have a lot more music out. I have so many songs out this year, songs like in my files right now that like
Hmm.
I ran out of months to release them in the year.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
This time last year, I only had like two out, and I had no plans for how anything was gonna get put out. So the fact that I have so much music that I'm like genuinely really excited and proud of,
Hmm.
that I run out of time this in 2025 to release them, is insane. And even like I've run out of time, and I'm also just like burnt out. Like I've been releasing a song every month, month and a half since January,
Yes.
and I'm like, I need a break. So much work. Like, at this time next year, I hope to just have more really good songs out. I hope to be able to put out my first like full body of work and have plans for how the second one's happening, and just have more people finding my work and playing more live shows also.
Yeah.
I love live shows.
Awesome. Okay. So, what is your creative process when it comes to writing new music?
Ooh, I can't say that I have any one creative process, and it's interesting because I think it's changed a lot. Like I've only been writing songs for 3 years total now, as of like next month. Um, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of other artists that I meet have been doing this for like so many years, and they have like this process that they've like honed in and perfected, and so much of my like writing process has just been trial and error and like what feels good, what am
Hmm.
I doing right now, what am I like subconsciously like choosing to do. um I used to, like as of like before 5 months ago, would say that like I start everything on my acoustic guitar, um and that I just like see what happens, and I sit at my guitar and I fuck around with some shit and a song comes out. And I still do that, but now I've also thrown in, I'm working with another producer where she'll actually like send me production of tracks, and like short demos of songs that she's already started making that don't have like a melody. And so I'll actually like write to a track,
Hmm.
um, kind of in more of like a top lining style situation, just trying to like find different ways of writing and different styles of music to write for, is more of a like technical experiment. Like I think everything I'm writing right now is not, it's not very like, and not that it's not like coming from the heart, but it's coming more from a like I am intentionally applying like different techniques and praxis
Hmm.
to like strengthen my tools as a songwriter versus like I'm choosing to write an emotional song that's like coming from a heartfelt place.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
so cool.
wait, I had a question.
Yeah.
So, you created a book titled I'll Be Spending Christmas with Jesus This Year. And do you still write books?
No, fuck. Dude, I think I was 11.
Yeah,
How
you're
are
11.
you find this shit? I'm dead. Oh my God. I think that was like some like 11-year-old like Wattpad type.
Book him on.
That's crazy. That's like archaic. That was back in the days before they taught us about digital footprints.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was when I was like in like the fifth or sixth grade when like the internet in its like current form was just becoming a thing. Like Instagram existed for the first time, and nobody was teaching because like I was born in 2001. I don't know how old you guys are. I know Honey's like 15.
Yeah, I'm 15, yeah.
I'm older.
You're like in college,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So
Mhm.
I'm 23. I was born in 2001. I was in elementary school like when the iPhone came out back in my day. I remember when the first iPhone came out. And like my class was like the first ones to get Chromebook carts.
Oh my
Um
gosh.
That's crazy.
yeah. I went to school when you still went to a computer lab.
That's crazy. Oh, well, I
Yeah.
did too, I guess, but
I was like a little bit old. Like there's not a huge age difference between us, but that like
Mhm.
5 6 years
Yeah.
is like a really big difference in those early 2010s. And so literally when I was like 10 11, nobody was teaching us about digital footprint. We didn't learn that shit till like 8th or ninth grade.
That's
So
crazy.
fuck. I know I'm old now. Fuck, being like, yeah, you guys, like I was the first generation with Chromebook carts.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
One for the whole school, and it was like a
Wow.
really special treat if they brought it like into your class.
Oh my
That's crazy.
gosh.
Yeah, definitely different from, yeah. Wow, that's
For me,
crazy.
I didn't have any like Chromebooks like when I was in kindergarten and like first grade. I got it like in second grade, which is I don't
In
know.
second grade.
I think I was just late to get that stuff.
I think we started having Chromebooks when I was like in middle school
Hmm.
because we still went to the computer lab, like elementary school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we did
Yeah.
too.
Okay, next question. Um,
I spend a lot of
so
time on high schoolers right now.
yeah.
Megan, so since we're all from the Bay Area, what is your favorite food slash like takeout place?
Oh my gosh. I mean, In and Out.
Yes.
However, I feel like I'm not really from the Bay.
Oh yeah. But like I just I didn't know how to like
I
categorize
feel
it.
like technically I'm not either. Well, if you like look it up, if you look up counties that are in the Bay, my county
Mm.
comes up. But if I say I'm from the Bay and then I say my county, people are like, "No, the fuck you're not."
You know what? As far as everybody who is in LA is concerned, I'm from the
Mm,
Bay.
exactly.
NorCal girlies were like, that's not the Bay, bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think In and Out. I don't really know any other like.
What's your order from In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Oh, I get a cheeseburger with grilled onions plus an order of animal fries, and if I'm really running low and I'm like gonna cry in my car and lose my shit, I will get a Neil shake.
Have you tried it? Have you tried the animal style cheeseburger?
No, I get scared of trying new things.
Really? It has grilled onions and then pickles. That's the
And it
only
has like
difference.
a sauce on it. It comes,
It
yeah.
comes with a spread.
It's like a spread with like grilled onions and pickles.
Yeah.
I honestly prefer a regular cheeseburger, but it's still good.
So
Yeah.
that's like taking a risk, and the thing about a lot of fast food places is that when I am going there, it's not because I want that food, but because I am in need of it as a comfort food, and I am like literally going to have a meltdown if I don't get food within me in the next 10 minutes. So it's not usually a very good time for trying new things. I have one order at any restaurant that I go to, basically.
Okay, perfect.
As I would tell my partner, I'm so neurotypical.
Um,
Fine. Door it.
another like a question about specific about where we are.
Yeah.
Like, how did you find your collaborators, and how was it working with Pascal, and then how was it working with Asia?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, oh, I like this one. Um, I mean, first I kind of actually found most of my collaborators like through TikTok. Like Danny was the first producer. Actually, no, and Nick, who produced I5 and somebody else was the first one, and I met him and Danny through TikTok. But then I kind of became friends with Danny through TikTok, and I actually met Pascal also through TikTok.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh.
for mutuals, and then it was like, oh my God, like you're also in the Bay Area. Like that's not usually what happens when I find a musician on here.
Literally.
It's kind of like we're Instagram mutuals. And then when she was like an intern at her recording studio, I was like, yo, like, I'll just like, I've never recorded in a real studio before. Like, can I book like 5 hours with you and we just like see how many songs we get out of it? And she was like so cool and fun that I was like, oh my gosh, like, you're one of my music friends now. And like, her and also Natalie Mata, I don't know if you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, because you guys went to that thing that I was supposed to create.
Yeah.
Yes.
First graders and completely blanked on posting on Instagram that I was like, I can't make it out. I
Sad.
I'm such a responsible, like organized person, if you can tell. Yeah, then we ended up like meeting. She came out to my town. I'm like, should I say it? I'm up to where I live in the general Sacramento Valley region. Because I do tell people that online. And actually like stayed the night in my apartment. Like we hung out, went to a concert that like she had recorded that band that I'm mutual friends with from my town, in the Bay, and it was like really cute. And Asia, I actually got connected with her because back in September I opened for. Do you guys know Amelia Day? Are you familiar with her?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
I think I follow her, but I don't.
I opened for her when she came to Sacramento to play.
Mm.
So Asia followed me because I was one of her openers, and
Hmm.
Asia was like doing some of the kind of like how artists do like street publicity media team
Hmm.
thing. She's that in San Francisco, and she followed me, and actually had been like hitting me up for months,
Oh.
trying to get me to do a session with her and like work with me, and I was just like, I'm not really looking to work with new people right now. Like I just was doing all this music in LA, like I've got a producer, um, not like looking to make new music necessarily. Also, just was so horrible about like I cannot respond to DMs. It's
It's
so bad. I'm like, I guys, why do I need a record deal? I don't need a record deal for the producers or funding. I need it so that I can have somebody manage my communication.
okay. So real.
Everything takes 3 times as long as it should because I cannot answer my own DMs or emails because I have too many other things that I use it for like work and like I I just get like communicated out and then I'm like, oh my God, I can't fucking and then I
That's so
forget how
real.
it disappeared in my inbox and like object permanence doesn't exist. Anyways, Asia was hitting me up for like a while and I just like literally did not respond to her or I was like, yeah, sure at some point. And then I don't know, like something just like snapped inside of me in January and I was like, fuck it, like let's do it. Why not? Like I was just on a like new year, new me, like getting my shit organized and together, like laying out my vision boards
Oh
for
my
the
gosh.
type of grind. And she sent me a demo to kind of like get the vibes. And that original demo and then like our like voice memo of it is what became Lie to Me.
I love Lie to Me. I wanted to say like the production on that.
Or we never like even met in a session, and so then when I like went down there, I was like sending her like my idea and be like, hey, like what do you think about this? And she was like, oh my God, like I got this. Almost basically fully produced the track before we ever met in person.
That's
Oh my
cool.
gosh.
That's so impressive. That's so cool.
Our 1 day session, or no, I was actually sick that day, so I did have to go back, but we ended up doing like 2 or 3 songs in that like first session. It was just like, holy shit, like
Oh my
on the same
gosh.
wavelength. Also, it's just so fun working with somebody who's local and like getting to make so much music with her has been really cool. Also, I love my other queer girlies to work with the music, like so good.
Yes.
Our session vibes are very much this, where it's just like yelling at each other ideas, like yeah, that, yeah, yes, wait, yeah. Just like roaming around the room while she cooks.
Yeah. I feel like that is what produces the best music though.
That is so true.
It's definitely it's a very fun vibe, very different than like my other producers I work with as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like much more reflective of like the styles of music that I've been making with her. Like we're leaning way into this like indie pop, kind of indie rock influenced
Mhm.
pop, versus the like singer-songwriter, more like stripped down, intimate sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you talked a little bit about like being in LA for a little bit. Um, do you prefer like LA to NorCal, like one or the other over or and like what are your reasons?
I love Northern California. And it drives my LA friends insane because they're like, girl, down here, like you should be down here with like the songwriters or even like Nashville. I'm like, I really like living in a small town. I love it. I live like walking distance to everything there is to do in my college town that I live in, and I get to go walk to my three little coffee shops and see bookstores and record labels, and I never have to get on a highway to go anywhere.
Hmm.
It's
That's so
great.
nice.
LA was amazing for the music and art scene, and it was miserable for just like functioning as a person. Like I would
Yeah.
I've never lived in like I lived in New York when I was 18 for a little bit for college. But aside from that, I've never lived in like a big city, and I've never lived in a big car heavy city.
Yeah.
Or with like that level of traffic for the first time in my life, I was like, get me out of here.
Mhm.
I moved down there at the start of the month thinking I was gonna be like apartment hunting, and I like genuinely started apartment and job hunting. By the end of the 4 weeks, I was like, I maybe at some point in my life I can do this, but oh my god,
Yeah.
I like my small town, and I like that I was like I would rather have more flexible work
Hmm.
and just be able to travel a little bit more. Once I got established with some of my jobs up here after graduation versus like
Mhm.
being down there full time, but just being like so stressed out as a person that I couldn't even like function to do the art that I want to do.
Yeah. I went there like 2 months ago, I think, and like I remember like I was supposed to meet people or like even when I had a show, like I was literally late to everything. The traffic is so bad. And like I'm just like constantly apologizing to everyone. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It's horrible. And you have I literally oh it every time that I go I'm actually going down there in like 2 weeks to finish recording my EP with Danny.
Oh my
And
gosh.
every time that I go to sessions with him, I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be about 30 minutes late. Actually, I already accounted for the 30 minutes late. In when I left, it's gonna take me like 2 hours to get to
Literally.
Rock Beach
Mhm.
at 11 in the morning. Why the hell is there so much traffic at 11 in the morning?
Mhm.
Where are you all going? Oh, we just don't know how to merge.
Mhm.
And I get a little bit of road rage. I take out on other people, but I internalize it and it just stresses me out. So then
Mhm.
I'm just sitting there in my car for like an hour and 45 minutes stewing, being like, this is in. Oh, I hate Los Angeles.
That's so valid, honestly. That's so valid.
So yes, I'll have to say I like Northern California so much better. I also think it's prettier up here. Sorry.
It is. It is prettier up there.
Um, it takes me like 30 minutes max to get anywhere on the highway typically, unless I'm going at like a 2 hour window of the day.
Mhm.
Also the coast is prettier up here. Like
It
I'm
is.
so jealous of people who are actually from the Bay because oh my God, it's beautiful. Every
Mhm.
time I go to the Bay, I'm so mad at my parents for leaving. Like, go to the valley? Come on.
Yeah, boo. You should come to Sonoma. It's so pretty.
I
It's
love,
gorgeous.
I love Sonoma. I grew up going to Bodega Bay.
Ah, yes.
Like that was where we went every year, several times for vacation, and
Oh my
like
gosh.
on the coast, Russian River, Sonoma area. So
Hmm.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Cam, in like Mill Valley is one of my
Hmm. Oh,
favorite places in the world. So
hmm.
cool. Ah, time left. 10 minutes. Fuck, I'm talking so fast.
It's okay. We're almost done.
Yeah. So you co-directed the 2023 production of Twelfth Night. How was that experience? And that was showcased on July 21st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my summer job in college was teaching Shakespeare, like doing high school theater with Shakespeare, and that was kind of the like one of the summer workshops that I did with them. Um, in like a small town called Winters up here, like literally 5,000 people. Um, like a real small, cute farm town in the Central Valley, and I actually lived there for about 5.5 months last year. Because I just had a roommate situation that I needed to get out of, and I had free housing like through that same job last year. But I
Mhm.
directed 12th night that year, and it was so fun. I like in another life or a couple years down the line, even if I'm debating it right now, still is like I would love to be a high school English teacher.
Oh,
That's so cute.
I love teaching writing. I love Shakespeare. Like it's like genuinely one of my like favorite things. So teaching that production and directing that production was really fun because I just got to like be my like inner English nerd self with these high school kids and it was an outdoor production and so we spent like 5 nights a week rehearsing at a park in the summer, which like
oh,
I don't think it gets more like idyllic small town vibes than that.
That's so sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Um, sorry, I keep. Okay. Um, which song of yours is your favorite and why?
um I think Indifferent is probably lyrically my favorite one I've written, at least that you guys have heard. Um, I am very proud of that song. Uh, I just think it's like yeah,
it's
lyrically.
so good. It's so good.
And for vibes, I think probably Salt or Lie to Me.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was in class today and I had my earbuds in and full blast. I was listening to all of your song, Soul, and I was listening to Lie to Me. I was listening to Indifferent, Saving Face, Atlas. Literally listening to every single song you have out. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's
I
literally
know it's
amazing.
funny. I feel like the way that I like when I'm like, oh, what music of my favorite of mine? Like honestly, like the stuff that I put out last year wasn't really my like these are songs I'm releasing as an artist. I was like, these are songs I'm putting out because I've been posting on TikTok for a year and a half, 2 years, and everybody's just like, girl, get something out there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put something out. It's the best of what I have to work with right now. But I knew that like this year the like real I made these as an artist
Hmm.
when my skills and like fuck I5 and somebody else were like the first I wrote this in my first like 4 months of ever writing music.
Yeah.
They're good songs and I'm like shit like I wrote those when I was 20 and I'd never written songs before. Okay, not bad. But it's been cool to then see what I can do when I actually do know how to write music a little bit more and have been a little bit more intentional with like why am I writing music and releasing music. So it's like everything that I have out this year is kind of what I consider my like songs I have out and then everything else is just like there.
Yeah.
All right, per.
Lie to Me, Lie to Me and Salt I think are my two favorite for the vibes, but Indifferent for the lyrics.
Per.
I love
Like
that.
there's so many more that you guys haven't heard yet. Like maybe
Uh,
although maybe you have on some of my live streams. I'm leaking a lot of demos streams right now because I'm excited about them and it's gonna take I'm so impatient, but yeah, so many fun like crying, sobbing on my carpet or like screaming in my car style songs.
Hey, if you ever want to send us a demo, like, just let us know.
I will. I'll like give me your phone numbers. I'll send them to you after this meeting. I'll email you the demos.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So since our podcast is all about discouraging the gatekeeping of small artists, which of your friends in the music industry do you think people should be listening to right now?
Ooh, I love my friend Hannah's stuff. Ashton Robbie
Mm-hmm.
is her artist project. Literally every time I hear one of her songs or when we're in a writing session together, I'm just like, how am I friends with you? Like, thank God I am, but like, holy fuck, like how are we? How do you want to write with me? She's so amazing. She co-wrote Saving Face with me.
Hmm.
And I have another song you guys haven't heard yet that she co-wrote with me. That's another one of my favorites.
Ooh.
But her, like, she put out an album a few years back and is working potentially on. There's always new things she's working on. I don't know when any timelines are, but like she's always making new things, and I'm very excited to hear her new things. But her current album that's out, I forget what it's called, but Ashton Robbie, Water and Gasoline. I send it to her all the time, and like Queen. I love this song. Like I love this. I listen to it not even because I know you, but just this song fucks.
Yeah.
I also am a really big fan. I love like also not necessarily just singer-songwriter style music. I love like electronic music, indie rock. My friend Rachel is making some really fun like electronic indie rock influence stuff. RX Rabbit is
Oh yeah,
so cool. I fucking love Rachel. I miss her so much. I'm so excited to see her in a few weeks. And then in the like world of cool indie rock bands, my friends in the band Cardinal Bloom
yeah,
also make amazing indie rock. They're so cool. Another like I can't believe that like you guys pop into my live streams and say hi to me.
yeah.
My mutual band love their stuff.
Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
wait, I can't wait to check it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. In a like similar vein.
And Avery Cochran, but you already know
Oh,
Avery.
yes.
Yeah, she's so
Like
good.
We're interviewing her next week. I'm so excited. Or the on
This
this
week
week,
on Friday.
Friday. Friday.
so
So
I've like
excited.
been mutuals with her for like almost 3 years, I think.
She's the best.
Watching like growth as an artist and her release
Mhm.
schedule is like so inspiring. I'm always like secretly taking notes of like, okay, what is Avery doing?
Yes.
For content, I love like when other my mutuals have like good content and I like stalk their content to be like, okay, what kinds of posts should I be posting right now?
I can't. She'll love that. Okay, in a similar vein, can you nominate three artists that we should interview on our podcast?
Oh. Um, ah, okay. Trying to think. Um, I would say Avery, but that's one you're already doing. Um,
Should be
Ashley
nominated.
Anna, if you haven't,
Mhm.
you should talk to her. And I'd hit up Rachel too if you wanted something that was like not necessarily just singer-songwritery.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Ooh,
Awesome.
I love it.
Yay.
So we have like 2 minutes left, but how was your experience um in a high school choir?
It was so fun. I miss it so much. I was a musical theater girly to start with. I know. I know. Don't judge me. And but I am a really big fan of like classical music. I did opera in high school for many years. And I sang in a classical choir and we got to like go to Italy and sing in international competitions and sang in the Sistine Chapel and like the Vatican when I was 17, which is crazy. And it was just like the best time. Like I love I'm still such a nerd for like classical Renaissance music. And I feel like the influence of high school choir comes over into like my harmony arrangement so strongly, like the stacked vocals, and I'm just like, I love choral music.
The harmonies on your songs are insane. Like
Mhm.
there's
So
like
good.
so much like intention, I feel like. And I feel like you put like so much care into it. I love your harmonies. Like
It's literally because I was a choir nerd in high school, and I don't get to do choir anymore. I miss it, but so I put it in my arrangements instead. I have more fun recording the harmonies than any other part of my song. I
Mhm.
hate recording lead vocals.
Oh,
I'm like, Annie, can I do the harmonies? To that part. Oh, less than a minute. Shoot, I talked so much.
That's
that's
okay.
okay. That's okay.
Okay. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yes. Yes.
Megan, do you have anything to say before we go?
No, just thank you guys so much. This is so cute. I love this idea that you guys have. I hope it continues to go well and have success and have fun meeting new people.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody follow Megan.
Yeah, the links will be in the description, and it was so fun chatting with you, Megan. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching, guys.
Yes.
Bye.